Hey guys, what's up? I'm Greg. I hope you guys are ready to unpack and get into some good conversations today.
And I'm Jess, and this is our podcast, Baggage Claim. Thank you for joining us.
Said I was ready.
My water.
Welcome to Baggage Claim. Greg just knocked over Jess's water.
All over the floor. Yay! Baggage Claim.
Welcome to Baggage Claim, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. What
Look
a
at you
crap
turning on
show.
Professional voice.
This is, yeah. So, man, if you're in a marriage, a blended family, you have found your home. Welcome. Come in. Take your shirt off, pants off. No, don't do that. I'm sorry.
Hey.
Well, only if you're in your home, not
Yeah,
if you're in
at
our
home or you're in the bed. Cool. If you're in the car, don't. What? Sorry. She keeps saying babe. I think
Yikes.
that's my... Welcome to Baggage Claim, everyone. on a serious note, this is a place where we're hoping to create some conversation and community around marriage and blended families. Sorry, we're having a good time tonight.
It's summer.
Well, it's also summer.
It's summer, and we're into
Yeah.
episode 2
About-
in the same night.
Yes, we are. We're in the middle of summer, so like y'all are going on vacation next week.
We're going
In
on
2
vacation
weeks,
like 14 times.
Yeah,
Then
that's
I'm on vacation the week after that, and then y'all are back for a week. But then I'm gone for a week, so we're having to double up, triple up. some
Yeah,
nights.
and Miranda is going to be going 14 times this summer too. So it's like a lot of moving parts. So we're just doing what we can.
So we're trying to knock all this out in a couple of nights.
Yes, and so bear with us. If you're new here, it's not like this all the time. Just every now and then.
Just every Tuesday.
Yeah, every Tuesday. every Tuesday.
every Tuesday when we
So-
record.
Not all the time.
Yeah. So we
Just
drop
weekly,
episodes
that's
every
all.
Tuesday. This is a place where we just talk about relationships and all the fun stuff in between. And I'm excited about what we're talking about tonight because it really is kind of a cool thing. We did an episode in January. I think it was
It's like end of the year, 1st of January.
it's
Yeah.
episode 43. Miranda, what was the title of that?
Small steps, real change, a year-end marriage check-in.
Awesome. So we're 6 months removed from that, I think, if my math is correct.
We are 6 months into the new year.
And so we
Yes.
wanted to do something and say, hey, what if we checked in with our check-in, and what if we just took a look about where we're at? But before that, I want to
wait.
ask a question.
You know what I think is interesting? You
Okay.
just said we're 6 months removed from that. And I said, yeah, we're 6 months into the new year. Ooh, those were opposites.
And we're
Boom.
removed and upset.
Ooh.
But what if I told you, everyone listening out there, after that ridiculous intro that we just did, thank you. If you're still with us, thank you. What if I told you a thriving marriage isn't a roll of the dice? What if I told you that you have all the tools to build what it is that you need sitting right in front of you? Would you pick them up and do them? So that's the question for tonight. That's kind of the lead into what
ask
it is.
the question one more time.
If a thriving marriage isn't just a roll of the dice, but if you had all the tools sitting in front of you to pick up and create this thriving marriage, would you do it?
Okay.
So that's the
a good
question.
question.
We're going to jump into. Sorry?
That's
Sir?
a good question.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for saying that.
Thank you for asking it.
Yes, thank you for asking my question. I asked the question. So anyway, that's what we're going to be digging into today. So, but before we get too far into that topic, because I just don't want, I tend to get ahead of myself. and get
Every
excited.
episode.
Every single episode.
And give
yes.
away half the
Not every now and
episode.
then, every single time.
Yes.
So I'm throwing back, and
I'm so proud of you.
thank you.
It's growth.
So what
I
are we doing now?
appreciate your
So if I'm not talking, what are we doing?
It is question time. Miranda?
Okay. If your pet had a TikTok,
Uh-huh.
what kind of content would they make?
Ooh, if your pet had a TikTok, what content would it make?
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
most of us in this room while we're recording this evening, we're dog people. We have a cat. Michael
I have a cat, yeah.
and me and Greg, we have an outside cat. But so our answers are going to be dog
Mine would be
Dog
dog
heavy.
related.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel okay. So I got two because if it was Nala, I feel like she would be posting like survival videos.
Yes.
Like
For
how do
sure.
you
That's your,
survive?
you got
in
to
the
say
woods?
what that is. That's your outside cat.
She's
So
your
Nala
outside
is my
cat.
barn cat. So
Yeah.
I live out in the woods on the backside of a cow farm, tons of cows, bunch of woods everywhere around. So she is outside to
But you
simply
inherited the cat from Miranda.
from
and
Miranda and
Thomas.
Thomas. Yes, she has
She was
been.
not a city cat.
No, she was.
No, she's not a city cat. She is a purebred, born wild feline specimen.
Yeah.
And she does great at that. I've already had both mice and birds left at my doorstep over the past
Oh,
month.
she's giving you presents.
She is. She's a sweet cat.
So she would send you survival TikToks.
She would be like, "This is how you thrive in the wild."
Okay, what
I
about-
know that would be the
Okay,
case.
what about the dog point of view?
The dog would be like pimped out. Yo,
Max
this is
would
my
be like-
crib, and then he'd be like, "Oh," because he always runs away. There's
So
like
you have to tell what
a
kind of
quarter-
dog you have, though.
So I got a big old black lab. He's a big old baby. He's about 10 years old, and he's like 95 pounds, massive. He thinks he's a lap dog. The chillest lab.
He's the goodest
ever.
boy, though.
Yeah,
he
he's
is
a
the
good boy.
goodest
He's the
boy.
goodest boy.
He really is. But he also has some friends that live about a quarter of a mile away
Oh.
that he has discovered over the many years of living on this property.
Nice. You got
Because
buddies.
whenever he runs away, I'm pretty sure I know where I can find him. So I feel like one, it would be, hey, check out my crib because this is where I hang out all day, right?
Yeah.
You know. But then he's also like, oh yeah, check out my friends. This is the lake where we go to. We hang out. We jump in the mud hole. Like all these,
Big
like that would be
buddy.
Max. Absolutely, I would follow that TikTok channel.
All right,
Absolutely.
Miranda, you have two very, very, very different dogs.
Yes. I feel like Jax would be a little mixture of like conspiracy theory,
He's a nervous wreck.
but also parkour.
Parkour.
yes.
Yes,
Parkour.
that
Yep.
dog
He's
is.
a
I
big
agree
guy.
with that.
Max is a Max. That's your
Jack.
dog.
That's
Jack.
my dog.
I was looking at you when I said it. Jack, he is a mutt, but there's a lot of like lab whippet mixture in him.
Yeah.
So he's big and he's skinny, so he doesn't realize his size.
No, he does not.
It's like you
So
make some
teeny
meth
tiny.
and cocaine together and gave it to that
Then-
dog.
Yes.
And put black fur on it.
Yeah, and
it's-
that dog is just
But he's
spastic.
so sweet, though. But he doesn't know he's a
No.
big guy.
No, not at all.
Parkour fits him great.
Yeah, that does. Next, what's your
And
other
then
one?
Maple, I think, would have a cooking channel.
She would.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She's a chunker. She's a mutt too, but she's got some like pit in her and something else that makes her short and stocky, like short.
She's a chunker.
She's a chunker.
Yeah.
This is a great question. I'm enjoying this
Yeah,
one.
Maple would definitely have a cooking channel.
So you take one of our dogs, I'll take the other dog.
Okay, well I'll
Ooh,
take.
now I'm curious as to who's going to get which because I think they would be different.
They will. I'm gonna take Bailey because he's my dog.
Oh. Mhm.
We have two golden doodles. Bailey is a mini golden doodle, and mini is like a loose term.
He weighs about 18 to 20 pounds.
Yeah, he's a
Probably about 20
chunker for
pounds.
a quote
He's-
unquote mini. Well, when we got him, he was black as night. Like, but
He's
then
probably over 20 now.
he's a chunker.
Yeah, he likes
he's
to
a
eat.
he's a big boy.
Yeah.
But the more haircuts he got when he was a little guy, I mean, he's like a silverback gorilla color.
Yeah.
He's just like,
changed colors completely.
but he is so scared. He is the most little anxiety-ridden guy. I feel like he would probably get on Jack's channel of like some conspiracy theories, but also like how to be a mama's boy. Like he wants to be under my legs. Like if I have my feet propped up and we're in the living room, or even under, like when we're eating supper, he wants to be under my chair. He's a mama's boy. So he'd be a cross between like a conspiracy theory and how to be a mama's boy.
Yeah.
I feel like he also would have videos about kids.
He is the
Yes.
best with little.
Yeah, Lucy
he is.
rides him like
That's
a horse.
true. She does.
Sits on him, stands on him, and he doesn't do anything.
He's
He
so
just-
patient.
Yeah, he
He's
just
so
lets
such a good dog.
patient. He wants to give Lucy all the kisses.
Yeah, he's always
Only
loving on
her.
Only her.
But like he can be literally, I have my feet propped up and he'll be laying under my legs, and then it's like he won't move, but Lucy wants to move through there, and she'll just step all over him, and then she'll grab his ears or pull on his tail, and he's just like, "You're the best thing ever."
Yeah, he doesn't do anything.
He's the sweetest. So Baxter, that's your dog.
So Baxter is our miniature petite golden doodle, and he's maybe
A whopping
12 pounds.
12 pounds.
Maybe Maybe that's pushing it.
Maybe.
So I would think Baxter's kind of blonde head. He looks like the dog version of me a little bit.
Yes, he does.
He kind of has my personality. He literally follows me around the house like a
He's
shadow.
hyper focused on you. Like we were trying to watch a movie last night, and he was just literally on the upholstered ottoman, and
Staring at me.
you
He's literally staring at me. Yeah, it's like-
He does that.
Yeah.
you can tune it out. I can't, because now he's developed within the last couple of months, or maybe just since I've been home for the summer, he's developed this fake gag reflex thing he does, trying to get attention. And he was just staring at you and doing this sound. And you were just like, we were watching the movie, and all of a sudden I said, can you please pay attention to your dog? Because he's going to fake himself into gagging
He
if
does
you
a little
don't.
thing where he does.
He clears his throat.
Yeah, to get your attention.
Yeah,
So-
But I will say it's the politest little clearing of the throat in
it
the
is
world.
polite, except for when.
Why are
if
you so
they're-
down on Baxter?
I'm not.
Chill
He's just a
out.
nervous wreck.
No, he's not. He's
But-
you make him. You take your anxiety and
But
put
also,
it on the dogs.
what he taught himself is if their food or water bowl is empty or almost empty, he will go and he'll nudge the whole getup where it's at, and he'll flip the bowls.
This is not. This was my. You've
I'm sorry, I
taken
took
over
over.
mine.
I
Sorry.
told you they would be different.
Yes, you've taken over. You have made Baxter out to be this high maintenance. Like he
He
communicates. He
He's-
talks.
He's actually quite brilliant.
yes, he's a smart dog.
He's just letting you know what he wants.
He is a highly intelligent. So his TikTok would be full of frat parties, like beer pong.
Yeah.
He's going to. He loves football, and he loves to
He
eat
does.
popcorn.
He does.
And,
I think he
so-
would also be on the survivalist TikTok, like how he can figure out how to make that work.
Yeah, like he's a smart little guy.
He's a
so
smart
he's
guy. He is.
yeah.
Can I have input as to what I think his TikTok would
Yes,
be?
because you know Baxter and Bailey very well.
I do. So in the movie, We Were Soldiers, great movie, by the way, they defined their general as the guy who tested parachutes. I feel like Baxter would be the one who tests parachutes and makes videos of all of his jumps.
I could see that.
I could see that.
He'd be
for
like, "Let's
sure.
go, guys! Wow!"
Yeah.
And they just jump out of the plane.
I could see that.
Yeah, because
As long as his dad was with him. If
Because
Greg was
even-
there holding his hand, yes.
He'd
Yeah,
be wearing the
because see what-
goggles and the whole get up.
because
Yeah.
see, Jess is just slamming Baxter hand over fist when Bailey
He's
barks.
so needy.
When Bailey barks at a squirrel, a deer, a leaf in the yard,
Or the wind blowing.
yeah, the wind,
blowing.
something made a sound, so he's barking at it. So what Baxter does is jumps on him and starts attacking him.
And
When
then
he
Baxter
starts-
gets in trouble. I know.
Yeah, you get on to Baxter
I
for he's
know.
trying to tell him to shut up, and you get mad at Baxter.
No, I
Like,
know.
we're
It's a
all
whole
trying to-
thing.
Yeah.
It's a great question. I don't know who came up
Yes,
with that
th-
question,
thank
but it's a
you.
great
I don't know,
And
but
we
it's a
question.
spent
good one.
6
Thank you,
minutes
Miranda.
answering
Thank
a
you,
question.
Miranda.
I know, right?
If you're
Sorry.
still here, thank you. After the intro and all of that,
Now you know so much about our pets.
And
We
then
love
I
our
challenge
dogs.
you to give your own pet like what you think their TikTok might be, and that says a lot.
I love it. We love our dogs.
I love our
Oh, yeah.
buddies.
So, all right, jumping into our topic. So, our topic overview is back in episode 43 again. What was that, Miranda? Boom, go.
Small steps, real change, a year-end marriage check-in.
So, we took at the first at January, and it doesn't have to be January that you do this. We
It
just
doesn't.
thought it was a good natural flow for where we're at. We created a marriage reflection check-in sheet. We put that up online. It's still there for if you want to find it on our Facebook. You find it on Facebook, Miranda?
Yeah, Facebook, Instagram.
It's on our links, downloads.
The
like you can-
easiest place I found it was on our Instagram. Just
yeah,
as
go to
a
link, go to
Linktree.
Linktree.
in Linktree.
It's
yeah.
down at the bottom of the link
Yeah.
tree.
It'll tell you like, oh, you've already done this or whatever, but really, it'll go in your email inbox.
So it's a really cool
Yeah.
worksheet we put together for couples just to say, hey, this is something just to check in
Mm-hmm.
and see where you're at, kind of like take a snapshot of the year.
Yeah.
Maybe 6 months of the year, could be the whole year, whatever it is you're at in that journey. And so we wanted to revisit that since we're 6 months in.
Yeah, it's broken down in categories, so it's not like this whole like, eating an elephant one bite at a time or whatever that phrase is. But it was like we
Have
broke
you
it
eaten
down.
an elephant?
No,
Okay.
I've only seen an elephant at the zoo
No.
one time.
Who would
So-
eat an elephant?
I've
They're so
ridden an
cute.
elephant before.
No.
Of course you have.
Yes.
But what I'm trying to say is, marriage is a huge subject in general.
Yeah,
And
it's pretty
so
big.
we tried our best to break it down into specific categories to help couples talk about where we're at and why we're here.
Well, the thing is, we wanted to give you, because we asked, hey, if I could give you the tools to have a thriving marriage, would you pick them up and use them? Like, all you got to do is use the tool. I'm going to give you the tools, but you have to pick the tools up to build this. Like, a hammer is an incredible tool, but if you don't use it or know how to use it, then it's not really good for anything.
Yeah.
The same is true for marriage. Like, we can give you all of this stuff, but unless you pick it up to use it, like, it's not really any case. So you may be asking, and I don't know if we're here yet. Like, why do a check-in? Are we there at that point?
Not yet. I mean, we can talk about it, but I mean, I think the importance is like, even when you look at businesses, any organization ever,
Yeah.
there's a period of awareness, self-reflection, self-analyzation, figuring out what worked, what didn't work, and then move forward.
And then
Like-
make changes to adjust.
Yeah, and make changes to adjust. The reality is, if you want a successful business, you must do those things.
And then in correlation to a marriage, if you ask any married couple, if I gave you these 3 easy tools to make your marriage work, would you pick them up? Everybody's going to say yes. But then, like, are you really?
Yeah, are you really?
Right.
That's the question.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, this is the simplicity of it.
Yeah.
So I think, though, in doing this, you have to be careful when doing these kind of check-ins, kind of like self-evaluation assessment things, because you can tend to get, it can get heated really quick. So
Yes.
what we need to do in order to help this is, because this is literally not to start a fight.
It's not
Like,
a blame game.
We started Baggage Claim, literally started Baggage Claim because we wanted something to help us thrive in marriage. And so we're like, we can't find anything out there that we like. So let's create something we like for ourselves. And if
'Cause-
you find value in it, then take it off and use it.
And we're not saying we tried a few things and it was like, but we looked for 13 years.
Yes.
At that point, we
Yes.
looked for 13 years for things that were practical, that will work for blended families. Number one, because that's where our heart is, because that's what we are. But marriage in general, because
Yes.
we realized the more we work through blended family issues, it's like, wait, this really actually works for everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
So-
many times, the hard thing when you do these analyses of your marriage,
analyses. Wow.
is that a right word?
Analyses.
I don't know.
Sometimes
Yeah,
I
it-
make
it-
up words.
It is.
Assessment.
That's I
And I've
don't.
heard, never
That's
heard
a good word.
analyses.
Assessment.
Analyses,
Yeah.
though, I feel like
Who
that's
cares?
It's like a plural,
Yeah, we'll take it.
right?
it's
Okay.
better than analysis.
You understood what I meant.
Yeah, I
I
got you.
did. It's a
Okay,
good word.
so I may have made up a word. I don't know if I did or
We're
not.
gonna go with it. I like it.
When you do this, we're talking about personal things.
Yes.
Things that are very much deep rooted in who we are, how we do things, or more specifically, how we messed up.
Yes.
That's the harder part.
That is the hardest part. Because the reality is, when you look at growth in any concept of teaching growth, growth requires loss because you must take away that which holds you back. That
That's
loss,
a heavy statement.
that loss requires pain. Therefore, growth requires pain.
Loss, though.
Yes. So
I-
when
we
we
don't
do
wanna
this,
lose.
we don't very much. We want to hold so many things close to us, but the
Yeah.
reality is, if you want to grow, you must get rid of that which is bad so that you can take on that which is good. So if we do that,
And loss usually reveals that bad.
yes,
That's
very
why
much
I'm
so.
in my brain right now. I'm sorry. I know we're recording, but loss is a heavy word.
It is.
like, I don't, and that I feel like that's probably where we're going to, though, in this whole discussion. But like, when you're discussing like what works and what doesn't work, that doesn't mean a win or a lose, though.
No.
always. But it might feel that way,
Well, I mean, think about it. When you want to lose weight, you want to grow healthy,
right?
you got to go to the gym.
Yeah.
You got to cut something out.
You
Cut
got to
the
cut
Coke
something
out.
out. Maybe you got
Cut
to cut
snacks
out
out.
sweets. Maybe you got to cut out that, dessert after dinner, whatever that is.
Right.
However, when you talk about a relationship, we're not talking about physical growth, even though that can be part of it.
It's part of it.
We're
Yeah.
also talking about emotional growth.
Yeah.
Therefore, it also requires sometimes a little bit of emotional loss.
You know, it's
Emotional hurt.
Can, in this situation, can the words growth and loss be interchangeable?
No. And I can explain that, especially through my divorce and what we've talked about this many times,
Okay.
Greg. Like, I was like, I mean, how many times did I tell you? Because I know I said it over and over and over again. You can have growth. Growth requires loss and hurt. But hurt and loss does not always guarantee growth.
No, yeah.
You
have to
can
choose
go
it.
through hurt
Yes.
and it not give you growth.
The thing for you, and you're getting, I think what you're getting stuck on
You
loss.
know how my brain works.
Yeah, you're thinking loss of something permanent is gone from you, like
Right.
you've lost that.
Right.
But here's the thing I would challenge you in, and we've talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
How many couples or how many people have we seen who's lost someone very dear to them, and they get stuck there?
Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
So they
Okay,
never
yes.
grow from that. They
Okay.
always get stuck in that place.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where there's the opportunity for you to grow and learn from that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where you talk about you learn to find happiness in the little things and all the. You
Mm-hmm.
took this opportunity to grow through that pain and that loss. Like you had the loss and the pain, you could grow through that. So
And I
many
guess
people,
that's why I'm kind of
Yeah. some people choose not to do that. To move
stumbling
forward.
with that.
Well, I mean, my main statement
is
to you
which?
over and over again when we were walking through divorce was, I'm going through hurt and loss. I need guidance from outside my perspective to make sure I grow.
okay.
Right.
Like, don't let me go through, because I'm going through a hell of a lot of hurt
Right.
and a hell of a lot of loss.
And not to
I do
compare
not
our,
want to get through this without growth.
Yeah, not to compare our situations, but like my situation, I was 32 and I had nobody to help me through that loss / growth. But you, thank God,
With Greg, yeah.
already had that relationship with Greg, so he could help you see where the loss / growth was a
Where the
positive
growth could
thing.
come from the hurt
Yeah,
and loss.
yeah.
Mhm.
But even,
I don't mean to get stuck on that. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're
But
good.
even-
That's a great point, though. That's a
Yeah.
great concept.
But even if you're in your marriage and there's been no great loss, so there's no tragedy, there may not be a lot of trauma. You need to be like, look, man, we're okay. I think we're okay.
Right.
We're not living our best life, but we're surviving.
Yeah.
Like we're treading water. I'm saying, but what if there's more? Like, what if you can have more? But in order for you to have more, you're going to have to let go of some things to move forward. Well, then letting go means you have to talk to each other and look at each other with like, we use the idea that umbrella protection. I need this umbrella protection. This is one of those conversations. I need a safe space where I can be honest. You can be honest. I'm not shaming you. I'm not throwing blame on you. This is on us. This is something for us to grow through together.
Just an awareness.
Right. And so we're just evaluating and assessing what happened, what was truth, what can we change, what do
Yeah.
we need to do different. And so we get caught up sometimes and we take that so personal that you're just trying to attack me and be like, no. If we don't figure out what we did wrong, we're going to do the same thing again when it
Over and
comes
over.
up. Yeah.
Do you ever find yourself having the same arguments over and over
Oh,
again?
yeah, yes.
This
You're-
comes from a lack of awareness and a lack of a check-in, quote unquote.
right.
So instead of a loss, could you look at it through a like? And we're not gardeners in our family because we have deer that eat everything. Could it be more like a pruning? Like you're trimming back things that, like,
Sure.
you may lose part of the plant.
Mm-hmm.
Hypothetically speaking, again, I'm not a gardener, but you're pruning back things that may feel like a loss, but really it's going to make the whole unit
Usually you
healthier.
prune things that are dead, that are dead or dying to make the other plant healthier.
So it's not
So yes,
truly.
it's a
So it's
very-
not a loss.
Well, it's not, but it is. So,
Well, and if you can think of your marriage in the same way,
Right.
it's not a loss.
That's where I was
It's
going.
not,
and I
but
don't
it
want us
is.
to get hung up on this and spend the entire.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I mean,
episode
honestly,
talking
we
about
could
loss.
spend an entire episode on something like that.
Yeah.
Yes, we could,
It
but
just-
that's not the intention of this one.
It's not, and I'm sorry. I got
No,
carried
you're good.
away
It's okay.
on one word.
You did
Sorry.
anchor to that one really
I'm
quick.
sorry. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, it's all right.
That's not what we had talked about at all.
So we talked about you need a safe space. You had to have this umbrella protection. This isn't a blame game. It's not shame. It's not one on the other. But the idea is that we walk through this together to figure out where we're at. And you may be like, okay, Greg, I get that, but why? Like, what's the purpose? And we talked about successful companies, successful organizations. They know what they're doing and why they're doing it. But this is kind of the concept, the idea of why we're doing it is, Michael, you want to unpack that for us a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes I nerd out, geek out. I love history. You know, what is it? 1992, Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
Babe,
You know,
no, 1492. Columbus
sure?
sailed the ocean blue.
Was
Yes,
it
I'm 100%
1992?
sure.
I don't think it was
First
1992.
grade teacher knowledge here.
I think Prince sang about something in
No,
1999.
I love getting.
1999. We're
Yes.
going to party like it's 1999.
Yes.
That's right.
Columbus.
No, my mom used to get so annoyed at that. I always say
1492.
1992.
Well,
But anyhow, this
thank you for
concept,
putting me in the category with your mom.
this oh my gosh, no, it's more just the fact that I enjoy teasing.
Oh my gosh.
Gets a good reaction. But anyhow, this concept comes from like old school ship travel over the oceans. We didn't have GPS. We didn't have. I mean, you had a compass, right? But
That's all
the
you
reality
had.
is, if
A
you're
compass and
traveling,
stars.
yeah, exactly. But before we had GPS, before all of these things, you couldn't just simply rely on a compass, you know, because the reality is if you followed a compass going west and that's where you're traveling, there's so many other elements that can drift you off course. You've got currents, you've got wind, you've got gravitational pull changing your current. You could be going straight west and never deviate from west. But the reality is, over 1,000-mile journey, just a single degree off course could set you over 17 to 20 miles away from your destination when you get there, which is a significant difference.
Yeah.
Right? So when you look at this traveling, how did they do it? How could they travel to a specific port? How could they travel to a specific time or place over thousands of miles on a ship with nothing but a compass? Well, they use something called celestial navigation, which is dependent on the sun, dependent on the North Star, locating. They would travel for X amount of time, and then they would navigate and say, okay, well, where am I compared to the North Star? Where am I?
Is anybody else singing Pirates of the Caribbean right now?
Yeah,
Constellations.
you can play some Pirates of the
Yes.
Caribbean, you know, Jack Sparrow with his compass.
Be great. Yes.
But they would travel for a time and then locate where they are and find out how far off course they got, then correct. Then they would travel for a time and then look for where they are, find out how far off course they went, then correct. So this concept was called, you know, there's many different ways, but it's taking a site. And what we're calling a check-in is this same thing. And it's a critical concept because if you just pointed straight west and sailed, you could still be way off at the end of your target. This 1 degree difference could make a 17 to 20 mile or even more difference over the end result of where you're going, what's your destination. So in your marriage, you could be going straight west or straight north, whatever that direction is. But if you don't have check-ins, if you don't have these constant calibrations of understanding where we are compared to what is true north, our end result destination could be drastically different.
yeah. Well,
Drastically
things
different.
things change in the journey.
Yes.
Like when you're in the middle of the journey, something's going to change. Something's going to happen. Like when you're in that journey with your spouse, things are going to change with you guys, and things are going to be different. And so constantly
Well, they
trying to
should
figure out
be,
and check
because
in. Yeah, well, it's just life.
Changes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just life. It's just how it works. And so it's one of those crazy things to think about. And you look at it and go, why don't we do this in marriage? It's really interesting to me why we as a society haven't made this a part of marriage, to be like, hey, have you checked in? Have you guys really looked at and seen like,
Like,
hey,
where are you at?
yeah, what are we doing? Where do we need to go?
Yeah.
What needs to happen? So it's just one of those crazy things that we just don't talk about in marriage, which doesn't make sense.
Well,
So-
I think it's scary.
Well, why
honestly.
don't we?
It's scary because you think, like, if we're on this same ship that you just described, in my mind, I was, like I said, is anybody else singing the Pirates of the Caribbean? If we're on this boat together and there's this one guy that's in charge of navigation that tells the captain where to steer, and you're just trusting him and or her, and it's just like, here's where we're going. Well, if you take that whole like mysterious voyage and then you apply it to marriage, it's like, well, we think we know what we're doing. and we think we're going in the right direction and we think we're going in the same direction, but are you really?
Well, how
But
many
if-
times you hear marriages talk about, oh, well, we just grew apart.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, we're just different people now.
It's like, did you check your compass though along the way?
Yeah.
Like, did you?
Yeah.
Did you do some check-ins?
Because here's the thing, like you don't have to do this marriage recalibration assessment thing at the beginning of the year. You can do it anytime you want.
You can.
You can do
Yeah.
it right now.
Yeah.
Like literally right now. Like you're on vacation. You're riding in the car. The kids are probably watching something on the iPads or on the entertainment center in the car. If you're listening to this, you can choose right now to
You
say,
can.
this vacation, we're going to recalibrate, we're going to assess, and we're going to do things different.
If you
From
choose
this
to, you
point-
can go back to listen to the episode that we referred to in the beginning, but you don't have to.
No, you can listen to episode 43 if you want.
Right.
But you don't have to. You can go download the worksheet and go, hey, let's walk through this.
Yep.
Let's walk through this together honestly, and with our kind of our like set your ground rules, set those things in motion to say, hey, this is not about blaming each other. This is not about shaming each other. This is just about loving each other, figuring out if we're on the same page, heading in the same direction.
Well,
God,
and you
what-
have a set of ground rules.
We do.
And I love those sets of ground rules. Y'all want to walk through that?
Sure, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Who's going?
Wait, me or you?
Yeah, I don't know. Who's
They're your
going?
ground rules. I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
You talked about them earlier.
Okay, well, some ground rules that are important to Greg and I that we've tried to convey to baggage claim community is to first of all celebrate your wins together.
Yep.
Because you should be in this together. And so I'm a silver lining girl and look for the good.
And it said make it fun. Like it's got to
It
be.
should be fun.
Yeah, it should be fun. There's going to be moments of tension, but make it fun. If it gets too like
Intense.
intense, you can. I mean,
Well,
I
and it
don't-
depends.
I
Like
don't
you
know,
may have been going through a great season and you don't have that many things to reflect on that weren't wins.
Yeah,
But it may have been
be.
a hard season.
yeah, could be.
But I think if you refer to it in marriage or any relationship or even business or professional career, it's always good to start with the good. Always. Always. And then when you do start reflecting on the losses or the
Don't
negative
get caught on that word.
I'm sorry, I won't. Or the negative or the bad, what didn't go right? Like, that's okay too. Like, everything is not going to go right all the time. It can't.
Well, it shouldn't. If you think everything has went right, you're lying to yourself, or you're,
or you're
living in a
lying to
bubble.
each other.
Yeah,
I'm just going to say it.
Yeah, this is not life.
No. So when you start reflecting on the things that didn't go so great, you need to be able to just talk about it without shame. Like, I'm not going to say to you and you're not going to say to me like, well, you did this and that caused us to this, that, and the other. Like, we may have to point out things
Right.
or choices that each other have made. And that's where also the filter of like, no, we're doing this for growth. We're doing this to move forward.
Right.
And that's hard to do.
Yes. Also, too, this is not about grading where you get a A or you get an F. It's not about that. It's about noticing what can we do better and how do we make this better.
Right.
So as we move forward, that's just kind of the simple thing.
Yeah.
And so those are ground rules. Pretty simple, but it's just to help protect everyone in the process, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As you walk
I would
through
say
that.
one on my side, one very important thing, and this is not to say that we should be robots in what we do, but leave your emotions outside.
That's the hardest part, though.
That is the hardest part, because when you say something, hey, there was something that you did that hurt me or affected me, that's personal.
And rather
especially when you're
than-
doing it to the person that you should be most intimate with.
and
that
I will just say, like, rather than hearing that, I'm going to want to be like, but you also.
Yeah, you did earlier because something was
We did.
something was said
Yeah.
earlier about you react to emotions very like you snap at
Yeah.
emotions like you don't handle those very well. And I was like, yeah, you do. You just kind of jump to the conclusion. He goes, yeah, but you do too.
But
Like, immediately-
that's our natural reaction.
Yeah, it was
though.
an
It
immediate.
is.
Like,
I don't enjoy it, but here's a baggage claim disclaimer, like we take our own advice. We're not telling you guys
But we're
these
trying
things.
to.
Yeah. We're not saying like, oh, we do all these things perfectly because we're the perfect people and blah, blah, blah. No, we're not. And I literally did do that. I'm sorry, hun.
No, you don't have to apologize. I think that's just normal. That's just normal
Well, that
life.
is our normal reaction.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when we allow our emotions to cloud our judgments, when we allow our emotions to take over in these kinds of moments, specifically when we're trying
Yeah.
to assess and evaluate and move forward and grow,
Yeah.
our emotions stunt that growth.
And I think that's the thing that's with every relationship.
Yes.
But I think that's the point where instead we avoid that, and when we avoid that, we stunt the growth of our entire marriage because we don't want to address that hard issue.
Absolutely.
So we just steer clear of it.
Yes.
So we're going to say, no, we're going to address that. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to move forward. We're going to address the elephant in the room, and we're going to move forward, and we're going to have a good time. So, all right. How do we move forward? What do we do?
Well, the check-in itself.
Yes. So go download the check-in.
Yeah.
Go to our socials, download it. You can have it on your phone, your tablet, whatever you want. If you want to email it to yourself, I don't care.
Right.
But that's something you can walk through together in that process.
I think the check-in itself might be in like 4 different categories, but tonight we're going to talk about there's 3 really big categories that are really important. The first one is time and attention.
Yep.
And the second, we'll go back. And the second, time
Third.
and attention, but the third is emotional connection. And
Gotcha.
so I feel like most arguments or disagreements or not seeing each other's points of view are from those 3 things: time, attention, and emotional connection.
It's true.
And so you throw in scheduling and events and family obligations and all the other things that are outside interferences, they can just crash these three areas.
So
if you're not
we always say
careful.
it's not about grading. It's not about those. But this is something to give yourself a rating from 1 to 10. 1 being, okay, that was horrible. To 10 was like, we knocked it out of the park. That was amazing. So where do you fall on that scale of 1 to 10, and why do you think you fall there? Because this is where the interesting part comes. You as a woman will see something different as me as a man.
100%.
You may say we were at a 3, and I'm like, bro, we had coffee together. We're at a 9, and you would be
I
like,
fixed
We had
your
coffee once
coffee.
in 6 months.
Yes.
We're
No.
good to go.
yeah,
This is a lame example, but you would be like, I fixed your coffee before you went to work every morning. Maybe I didn't appreciate that enough or whatever.
right. So give an example, like give your reasoning for why you put the number that you put on there, and then talk about it. Like allow yourself to be able to chat about that number and have some open communication about it.
Now, I know the overview of this is to grow as a couple, but there are pieces of these things that are all about personal growth too, though.
Yes.
You have got to be honest with yourself of what
Yes.
your part is in these areas that contribute to your marriage. Because, yes, it's you and him or you and her together, but what are you actually doing that brings you to these grades that you're giving?
Right.
Can I say this? Because someone told me this once. Your personal growth will directly correlate with how honest you are with yourself.
Yeah. I'd agree with that.
Because if you can't take a realistic self-analysis, then you won't grow.
Yeah.
It's true.
And one thing that I love about these 3 things, now I've gone over the check-in list, the full document y'all have there, and it's great. And it goes into a lot of detail, goes into a lot of deeper things. So like if you've got time and you're really serious about investing in your marriage, investing in your relationship, go in and do that.
Yeah.
But also the reality is these 3 things right here, if you're both satisfied with the time you're spending with each other, if you're both satisfied with the attention you're giving and
Or
the
get- or
emotional
receiving.
and you're both satisfied with the emotional connection you have, the reality is you're probably talking about all those other details.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, you're
Yes.
probably going to cover 75, 80%
Yeah.
of all the details y'all have talked about.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if you're having a hard time walking through those 3 points, go dive into that. Get more
Pick
in depth.
one.
Yes.
Just pick one.
Go dive into that. But these 3 points are such a great starting point.
Yeah, I would agree. Hands down.
And I'll just be honest, like these 3 things are a lot of the things that we've talked about a lot during our own marriage.
Yes, 100%.
Before even baggage claim was a thing.
Yeah.
Like there's been so many moving parts and we have so many kids and there's just a lot and a lot of baggage that we brought in. It's like, are we spending time with me and you to make sure that's developed? Are we paying enough attention to the
I sort of
things?
say there's 5 million questions you can ask around these 3 things.
You can, yeah.
So dig into these, ask these. A couple of more really important questions I think to ask also too as you move past just the time, attention, and emotional connection is like, what moments did it feel like we were good as a team?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are the moments where we feel like as a team we killed it, like we did good? That's one of the questions. Another one is, what moments did we feel like that we weren't a good team?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what were those 2 things? Like, so compare and contrast. And this is what, be careful, we're not throwing stones here. But like, hey, when did we do really good as a team? And then break that down and go, okay, so what do we do that made us good as a team?
But you've got to be honest with yourself.
Yes, 100%. And then when you say, when were teams we weren't good as a team, like together, what fell through the cracks? Like, what did we miss on that? So it's like, just as crazy as it sounds, those simple little things of just asking some clarifying questions to just help. Let's dig into this a little. Help me understand, what did we do good? What did we not do good?
Yeah.
And then let's figure out how to move past that.
But gosh, as we've been talking about this for these past 30 whatever minutes, there's so much of this is personal growth and personal, like,
Well, that's because the whole framework we have, we say, if you want a healthy marriage, be the healthiest person you can.
Yeah.
So in our 9-step process for like our framework, our blueprint for having a successful, thriving marriage, the first 3 steps depend on you.
Your
It's
own
all
self.
about you. It's all about you,
It
nothing
is.
about anybody else. And so that's a huge, huge part of that in that. So
also, no matter what your background is, if you're coming in from a blended family, or it's just you and somebody else you fell in love with, and you're having you're gonna get married and have a family, like, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
where you're stemming from in this relationship process, because all of this works for everybody.
Yep. So let's unpack, because we're way into this episode.
Yeah, we are.
Let's jump into this because we were like, this is going to be a short one, but it's not.
It's not.
We thought it was going to be a short
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, so let's jump to unpack and let's get into
Because
that.
you got to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Check yourself before you break yourself.
Wow.
That's airbrushed on a t-shirt in Myrtle Beach, I guarantee you.
100%.
So
Check yourself before you wreck
check
yourself.
Yes. So
Also, it's a song from the 90s. You're welcome.
so knowing what we know, hearing what we've heard, just walking through the idea of, hey, don't wait. You don't have to wait to a certain point to do a check-in.
Please don't
To-
wait till everything's fallen apart.
Yeah, like you can do this now. You can anytime you want, anytime you choose. We're providing you the resources. We're providing you the material. We're providing you everything you need to have a thriving marriage, to work toward that.
Yeah.
If you need more help, you want to talk to us, DM us on our socials.
Please reach out.
You can email us at info@unpacktogether.com. There's lots of ways you can get in touch with us if
We've
you
had
want
a few
more.
people reach out, and we actually had an in-person meeting with some listeners.
Yes, it was
Thank you,
awesome.
Tanya and Jason.
So
So
yeah, if you need more, do that. But in unpack, what is one thing? Give me one thing, team. We can walk away with the unpack. I need Jess, Michael, somebody, Miranda. Give me an unpack.
Okay. Well, here's my first thought. You're not expected to have a perfect marriage. No matter what time frame you're in or where you came from. You don't need a perfect year to have a perfect marriage. You just don't. But what you do need to have, this is just my thoughts, is an honest perspective on your own self
Okay.
for your own growth to contribute to your marriage.
Okay. I like it. Michael, you got anything?
To segue from what you said into what I was going to say, if you're not growing, you're stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
there's only two ways you can move in health in a relationship. It's either up or down. The reality is, do you want to move up or do you want to move down? Our natural inclination is gravity.
Yep.
Everything,
Or just go with the
everything
flow.
in nature is bound by laws. Gravity takes hold of everything. Your relationship too. Okay, so outside of that, going into this is, if you're not steering the car, where's it going?
Right. Somebody's steering it.
Either somebody is steering it, or you're just haphazardly and hopefully still on the road.
I just say when I say someone's steering it, it's either social media, it's either your schedule,
Society.
There's like so many outside factors that are deciding what you do and who you become as a couple.
And I don't know why, but this concept has been on my mind for specifically this week so much. I've had so many conversations around this. I don't know why, but I feel like the need to say it. We as a society, going to this concept of someone is driving the car, either you are, society is, social media, whatever it is, it's influencing you as driving it. We have lost in this world the respect and reverence of marriage.
Interesting.
We have.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason why divorce rates are minimum at 50+%. We have lost the concept of when you say I do, when you say till death do us part, when you say for sickness or in health, for better or worse, no matter what I do. Those are just words we say these days. I don't think we mean them. I mean, statistics show that we don't mean them.
Right.
If you mean them, then you've got to be intentional to enforce them. You got to be intentional to make sure you follow through. These, and I'm not saying these are the only steps you can ever take that make you follow through. There's many, there's numerous. This is just what we've collaborated on, how we've talked through, what we've seen have worked. Try, fight for your marriage. If you want a marriage to last to the end of your life, be proactive.
Well,
I mean, the key word is
invest.
just try.
the reality is, if you're not going to fight and work in this marriage and you're like, no, I'm not in love, I'm going to get another, let me let you in on a little secret. You're going to have to work at that other marriage too.
Well, and guess what? Divorce rates for a second marriage are in the 70s
Yes.
percentage,
Yeah. Because
which
you
is
just,
ridiculous.
you walk in with a lot more baggage.
and
So
it just
That you
continues.
have not claimed.
yes. So my unpack is be intentional.
Yeah.
Like, I can't tell you how many mapping compass classes I've taught on land navigation with compasses and maps and topo maps. And it was always, you're always guy who's leading has the map and the compass and he's up front. And it's not once, it's not twice. It's 50 times a day. They're checking their compass, they're checking their map, checking their bearings, checking the compass, checking the map, checking the bearings
Yeah.
all day long to make sure you get where you want to go. If you're not intentional with your marriage, you're not going to get where you want to be. So be intentional.
Yeah.
Be
And
very,
it could look
very
like many
intentional.
different things. Like we had talked about this
Yes.
before. It can be very formal, business-like, if that's what's going to work for you. It can be fun. It can be go happy, however it works. I mean, we even talked about, heck, if you've got to make a game out of working through the negatives you've got to talk through. Okay, well, every negative you got, take a piece of clothing off.
Yep.
Like, you know, they always say, are you naked, right?
Yeah.
Like, if whatever it takes for you to be able to work through these steps, make it happen.
Yes.
Fight
Yep.
for your marriage.
Yep. That is so true.
It
You got to be intentional. You got to work it. But it's going to take work. You're not going to get there by the roll of the dice.
It's simple, but it's so hard to do.
Yeah. The implication,
But is it worth
the
it?
implementation is the hard part. But yes, 1,000% over.
Yeah.
So do the work, put in the time. What is it? We always say you don't need a perfect year to have a perfect marriage. You just need two people that are willing to keep unpacking.
Yep.
Because there's always going to be baggage to unpack. So thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being a part of what we're doing here on
This
Baggage Claim.
Yeah.
Yeah, help us create the community. Like, go like socials, share the socials. You can find this stuff on our link trees in there. Go download that. That's free. We did that to help you, to give you some tools to help build a thriving marriage. That's all it's for. So go to unpacktogether.com. There's a marriage audit, kind of an audit of your marriage on there. You can take it. It's free. It's a really cool assessment. Let us know what you think. So anything else to add?
I don't think so.
Go Dogs.
Yeah.
Go Dogs.
As always, go dogs.
Have a good one.